What is going on, guys? Kagan Scott here. Today we're going to be talking about how to run your eBay business. It's not an eBay store, it's a business, so treat it like that. These tips and tricks are not in any specific order, so stick with me here. All right, let's get into it. So tip number one is do not use the profits on the items that you sell. If you go to a garage sale and you spend $1 on something, that doesn't mean whatever it sells for, you can just spend the money whenever you want. If you want this to be something in the future, you have to treat it like it's not even your money. Everything that sells in my store, I don't use the money. I treat it like it's not mine. I treat it like this is its own entity. It's more of a savings account or something like that. It's not mine. I just roll all the profits back into the business and I buy more stuff. So I don't have any of the money, I just have stuff now, I guess. So just don't use the profits, buy more stuff, and stay on top of it. Don't cripple yourself with debt or anything, but, buy things, sell things, buy more things. Just keep buying things that sell and that are going to make you more and more money. Tip number two is going to be treat it like a business. And I know I'm kind of more or less reiterating on this one, but establish some structure to your life with this. Even if it's just something as simple as getting up every morning and checking it. Even if you didn't have a sale last night, the fact that you checked it is number one. And then also you want to make sure that you're looking for more inventory. Don't just kind of casually do it. You need to do it on a daily basis, or maybe only on a weekend basis or something. Have structure. Do it on a consistent amount of time throughout the week. If you only do it once a month, guess what? You're only going to get paid once a month for the one day you worked that month. So do it consistently. Tip number three, keep buying more inventory. This is another thing that a lot of people kind of forget to do. They buy something, they sell it, and then they don't go and they don't buy more things. They just, that pays for their trip to the bar that night or something like that. It's not, treat it like it's not your money. Once you sell something, great, do it again. Keep doing it until you have a lot of somethings that you can sell consistently. The more you have, the more you can divvy out the profits later on, but don't even worry about that right now. Worry about getting more on the shelf. You can sell 100 things a month, or you could sell 1,000 things a month. It doesn't matter if you're not putting the profits back into the business. You got to keep going at it. Consistency is key when it comes to anything, and especially when it's self-employed business, because this is what this is. It's a self-employed business. You are your boss. You need to wake up every morning, and you need to make the decision that you want to make this into something that you're going to be able to provide for yourself in the future. Me, personally, I treat it like a retirement kind of thing. I'm putting all the money into it. I'm putting all the effort into it, but I'm not spending any of the money. It's all there. It's sitting there, and I know it provides me with a little bit of comfort knowing that I have this that I can fall back on, but I don't need it. That's the key. It's doing it, but staying persistent. Next tip is pretty important. Don't neglect your customers. This goes into so many little different facets when it comes to not neglecting your customers. You want to make sure that your shipping times are on key. You want to make sure that your quality of product is exactly how you describe it. If you wouldn't buy it, or if you wouldn't want to receive it in the mail in that condition, don't put it in your store. Quality of product goes so far. The other thing is leaving feedback for your buyers after you're done shipping out the item. That goes a long way too. Let them know that you are consistently doing this kind of stuff. You care about them. If a buyer reaches out to you, reply in a timely manner. If I get a message on my phone saying that a buyer has an issue, I reply immediately. I don't even see how you wouldn't notice it. The phone notifies me through the actual notification on the application, and then I get an email followed by a secondary email. I don't know. I get a lot of notifications, so I'm like, all right, let's see what this guy has to say. And it's usually something dumb like a question, but I mean, whatever, send him a message. Don't be a dick about it, send him an honest, genuine message. You don't have to kiss his butt or anything, but just replying in a timely manner goes a long way. Next tip, I'm kind of just preaching to the choir here. Check your account every day. If you want to start an eBay business, check your account every day. You can't just list something up and it sells and you forget to check and it's sold. Now this buyer's pissed off because you didn't ship it out. That falls on you. You're not putting in the effort to check your phone. Consistency. You got to stay on top of it. Just, once a day, or turn notifications on. Just make sure that you are giving this attention, even if it's only a couple minutes a day at the end of the day or the beginning of the day, just once a day. That's all you got to give it. The last tips is more of a reiteration. Again, leaving feedback for your buyers is pretty important. So just make sure, and I have all my feedback drafted up. So I'm kind of generic when it comes to leaving feedback for buyers. I copy and paste it from Google Documents and I just, put it on there. It just says, thanks for buying or whatever. It's something simple, but the fact that I left it right after they bought it or the same day or the next morning, whatever, but I'm leaving it in a timely manner. So that's all that matters. And then the other thing is shipping times. I have mine set to 1 day shipping and handling. So it means I usually try to get mine out that same day so that my shipping preferences or my, what can you say? The algorithm for eBay looks good for me because I'm, going above and beyond technically, which it's really not that hard to just get your items out every morning. I wake up at 7 a.m., get all my crap readied up and to go. And then before I go to work, while I'm on my way to work, I just drop them off at the post office and then I'm done. I've got my eBay business all squared away. I looked over the finances, see where I'm at, and it's all set for the day. And then I do it again tomorrow. Last tip is don't build up a death pile. I honestly have never had this issue before. I hear people talk about the death pile. I've never had a death pile, ever. I mean, every once in a while I have like just a few things in the corner. I'm like, I gotta list that. I might wait a week or something. It's usually like 5 or 6 things, If you have inventory, you're not making money on it until people can see what it is, Sometimes I'll wait a week and then I list it and it sells the same day. And I'm like, man, I wish I would have listed that earlier. Just money sitting on the floor. But yeah, just stay consistent. That's really the main thing. It's just staying consistent, doing the same things over and over and over again. Yes, it's monotonous, but that's business. You do the same thing when you get up and you go to work. You do the same thing over and over and over again. But guess what? You're making somebody else money and you're making yourself a bit of money in the same process. With your own business, you're able to do all the work and reap all the benefits. You can make more money doing the work yourself. Yes, it's more work depending on how much and how many items you're selling, but you are allowing yourself more opportunity by doing that. So stay consistent and you will get paid what you're worth, which is in direct correlation with how much effort you put into it. So don't beat yourself up if you're not doing much. As long as you're not spinning the profits, as long as you're consistently putting profit back into it, rolling the profit back in to buy more inventory, and you're staying on top of your quote unquote death pile, you're doing everything you need to do. You're taking all the right steps. You're finding inventory when you find inventory, because I don't find inventory all the time. That's okay. You're looking for profit. Sometimes you might go a week or so without finding anything. That's normal. You're not going to find anything every day. And if you get desperate enough to buy something just to get it on your shelf, which I've done, you're like, well, I'm making a little bit of money. But you got to be picky. You got to make sure that it's within your profit margin. Pick a number that you're comfortable with making, where it be right now my store's running on 22% return of interest, which I'm building up. Last year I ran on like 120% profit, but I was selling all used items. So I made a lot of mistakes this year because I bought things that I'm not making a lot of money on, but they sell faster. So I'm kind of like leveraging my capital to get like a little bit more. I don't know. I'm changing the way that I do my inventory personally. So I am kind of being a little bit more disciplined when I'm shopping for items. I'm buying things that are more, I prefer to be in the 30 to 40% profit, return of interest. That's where I am comfortable with, is 30 to 40%. I like those numbers. And with new items, you really don't have an option. That's more of a normal number when it comes to buying things in bulk that are brand new. You sacrifice the return of interest for quantity because you're able to make more because you're buying more. Although it takes more money, you could spend $1,000 and make $300 all in one sitting. Whereas you might go out to a garage sale and spend $30 to make $100. So I mean, spending less time to make more money is where I'm looking to be, because I have other projects in my life. So this is kind of like where I'm comfortable with right now. Okay, guys, that's pretty much going to be everything I have to say. I do appreciate if you did make it to the end of this video. If you wouldn't mind just leaving a like, subscribe. Don't forget that notification bell. I'm trying to stay consistent with this. I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to YouTube, or when it comes to eBay. I've been doing it a while. I'm just here to help people. And if you have any comments, negative feedback, whatever, leave them, and I will get to those. Let me know what you think, honestly. Like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody with this stuff. I'm just really honestly trying to help people. This is all the stuff that I wanted to know whenever I was just starting. And it's honestly a lot of stuff that I had to really sift through to find, because people kind of dance around the subject of how to start a business, how to start an eBay business. There's a lot of things you got to do. I mean, when you get down to it, there is a lot of stuff you have to do just to start. But I'm going to be putting more of that kind of stuff out. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.